If I have to describe a dealer that has all the good qualities, I always mention Joe from Hard Rock.
Oh,
he loves his job.
Italian Joseph?
Italian Joseph.
Yeah.
He says the seat number, or he used to. Maybe like seat 1, actions on you, seat 2.
Seat 1
you
does
can
this.
play
Seat
a game
1
with your
that.
eyes closed.
Yeah.
I like that guy. I like
You
that
just
guy.
listen. You just
He's
listen.
good.
You don't have to look. I mean, you come to mind, Carlos, Michael Locke, because you guys have a background of, I think if you play the game, you're going to be a better dealer. Just being focused.
Chef comes to mind. James Bell comes to mind.
Oh, well said.
Like so many dealers that I've worked with or seen dealing that are just amazing at the job.
I'm going to say Vaughn is on point. He's always
Like
focused.
Oh, my
Yeah.
buddy.
Kidman. I love that guy.
Yeah.
And
Ruby's really good. Donnie
Yeah.
Kidman, love that guy.
Manny's a good dealer at Hard Rock.
There's a lot of good dealers at Hard Rock. There's not too many that you just are really upset when they sit down.
another one, Kenny.
His brother was one of the best dealers I've ever seen. That guy's phenomenal. We actually have a bunch of pretty good dealers. Sandy's really fast as well, like at TGT. Karen's very good.
Timmy.
Tim is
Try to
good.
get Tim to come on. Tim is also awesome. There was a professional player, Brandon Caputo was his name. Fucking phenomenal human being, great dude. He played tournaments in cash in Daytona a long time ago. But one of the things he said that kind of stuck with me when dealing with like bad beats from bad players is the phrase was "Don't tap the glass."
You called a 4-bet with Deuce 3? They were suited, though. It was suited. Honestly, man, this goes against everything I've ever learned, but you are the worst poker player I've ever seen.
Yeah.
For the fish in the glass. You don't go out of your way to let them know that they're doing insane things. Knuckle the table. Hey man, nice hand.
What's up, guys? What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
Good afternoon.
Not much. Let's start with you, Ross. A little bit of background, how you got in the game, the great game of No Limit Hold'em.
Into the game or dealing itself?
I know you're a player. We're gonna pull up your Hendem up too and talk about the win. But let's talk. I know you got in as a player first, right? Before you
Correct. Yeah, I
started
played for a long time. Again, casually. Like
Mhm.
the game was fun itself. I love poker in general. Is just an awesome community of people. You can't have 9 people at a table with more different backgrounds. It's great. So I had like a real job for a while working on phones. It was terrible. I was really good at it, but just not for me. And then just decided to get into dealing. I took a dealer school like 12 years ago, and then started working in Daytona Beach long time ago. So
Really, that was your first room. Which one
Yeah.
was it? The Kennel Club.
yeah. I was a brush for 4 months, somewhere in there. They ran a dealing class themselves, actually, out of there. They made me go through that. I did like half the course, and they threw me in.
Carlos, how did you get in the game?
I've been playing the game forever, but I was bartending at Hard Rock, and I basically got tired of being replaced by attractive women behind every single bar that I worked at. I had 7 uniforms as a bartender. It's ridiculous. And so somebody suggested poker school, so I went.
Oh wow! Did you know the game? Like, it's very hard for somebody to get in the game if they don't to deal if they don't understand the game first.
It was actually an interesting experience because I've been playing poker for a long time, so I didn't know what I didn't know. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't realize the skill set that goes into it. I just, figured you're going to give people cards and shuffle, and that's just it. And there's actual procedures and techniques and stuff like that.
Where did you get trained?
I did a poker school that used to be in Britain Plaza.
Mm-hmm.
That I actually can't remember the name of.
Shout out to David Hall. Now he's the school to go to.
Yeah, that's where I send anybody that asks about the job.
One of my first days at TGT, he was the supervisor too. David Hall. I like that guy.
Is he? Last time I saw him was silks. I think he was dealing silks. I don't know if he still deals silks or not.
I don't think so. I know he bounced back to there, but he was when I first came to TGT. He was the guy. He was the supervisor for
really.
Yeah. He's good people.
Yeah. I wish he would hop on here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna message him now.
Yeah, I didn't realize David had been a supervisor. I was
Yeah,
a supervisor of his when I
somehow
was
it's
at
almost
Hard
been
Rock.
7 years that I've been at TGT now. But yeah, he was there for the weekend shifts when I first started.
You've been at TGT for 7 years now,
It's almost been 7 years. Yeah, it's been a long time.
and before TGT, what room did you deal at?
I've been in 4, I guess, total. So I worked in Daytona Beach. I lived in Orlando. And then when they opened Orange City, I opened that room as well with them. It's the same company. And I think I was 4 days a week there. And then I worked at Oxford Downs 1 day a week. And then when we ended up moving here, my wife has a real job. She works for like Publix corporate. So
A real job.
yeah, I consider a real job when you know when you're going to start and finish in poker.
Yeah.
You have a 7 or 8 hour shift. It could be 12. You just don't know. It could be slow. You could work 4. It's great money. Don't get me wrong. I very much enjoy that. But she was driving. We lived in Orlando. It would take her 2 hours to get to work in Lakeland. So that's how I ended up coming down here. And when I went to go look for poker rooms, I came over and played. I always played at Hard Rock. And I went in to TGT and like asked some of the dealers, hey, like, how do you like it here? And like, they were actually happy and like had good things to say. I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like we don't have the same vibe over there at Orange City. But no, I've been there ever since. I immediately put in an application when we moved down here to Lakeland, started right up.
We got Robert Andrews in the chat. What's up, Robert? He's a local grinder and crusher here in the area. He plays TGT too. You guys both know him, I'm sure. Personal trainer. I'm sure you know. I'll show you his picture. But
Yeah,
anyway,
that'll have to. I need a picture for most everybody.
Your face.
Myself
you
someday.
most definitely know Robert. Here, let me show you. Stand by.
Oh, yeah. He plays tournaments. Nice guy.
Yeah, super nice.
How did you look at that?
The internet.
Oh yeah, I have that.
We have 22 friends in common.
What was the name?
That's
Okay.
Robert right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, personal trainer. Anyway, do you guys have any crazy stories from the box? Recent or ancient? Could be either. Let's start with you, Ross.
Okay, I was gonna say I have a few. The craziest story that I've like been a part of, I was playing at the time, but it's still just a wild dealer experience. It was in Daytona Beach. There was just a guy who was kind of in a bad mood. He was a big fella in a wheelchair. You could tell he was a little quirky. He had like medicine on the table, like the bottles. Just being annoying, slow. The dealer had to tell him to do everything all the time. Long story short, he gets upset with the dealer because she keeps telling him, hey, action's on you. Like, you have to, like, keep your cards behind your chips. It's fine. So the guy gets mad, and he has a fake eye, and he flicks it. It's a fake eye. Completely flicks it out of his eye at the dealer in her direction, lands on the felt, and leaves, like, goo. I wanted to throw up. It was one of the most upsetting things I've ever seen at a poker table.
What was her reaction?
She scooted back the chair, immediately called floor. I think for security too. It was the whole. Obviously, the table broke. It was pretty upsetting. Right after it happened, I went over to one of my friends who plays like high stakes. His brother was actually at like a final table for the HPT in Daytona, and I go, "Hey man, I just saw the grossest thing," and he thinks I'm about to tell him like a bad beat story. Like, "Hey, I just lost with aces." He's like, "All right,
what he had."
Make the story quick. And I was like, no, you don't understand. Like, some guy just flicked his eye at the dealer. I don't think you understand what's going on.
God.
Wild. Yeah.
What was said afterwards? Like, you flicked the eye and nothing was said?
Well, no. Again, she like freaked out. When's the last time you had an eye thrown at you? She backs away from the table because I don't know where the eye ended up. Obviously, I assume they collected it, but they broke the table because, again, that's like chemical warfare. There's like eye goo on the middle of the felt. Closed the table, kicked him out. He got banned, obviously, but
that's pretty wild.
Yeah,
anything close to that?
It's just gross.
Corless, you got anything?
I have so many things that I could tell you.
Let's hear the wildest.
I don't really have I don't even know how I would narrow that down. I've seen a lot of crazy stuff. Everything from somebody threatening to shoot me in the face to dealing somebody out for trying to itch their frontal lobe through their nose. Just all like knuckle deep all the way in there. I mean, seen floor calls and all right. So the guy that threatened to shoot me in the face, I will take a little bit of culpability here, but he's got pocket trays. Gonna make this short. The board is king, queen. There's a side pot. He's all in for his $18 in the middle. So I split up the side pot. I go showdown, and he says, I had to pair off the rip. He throws down his trays. I look at him, I muck him, and I start splitting up the pot. He then accuses me of cheating, and I tell him that he should probably take his $18 and buy a book about poker next time. This is when I was a young impetuous dealer.
Wait, he thought he thought he had 3 pair?
He had pocket trays. And
there's
didn't
2 pair on the
realize
board.
he was losing with king, queen on the board. Yeah. And so after telling him that he should buy a book about poker, he threatened to shoot me in the face. And then he threatened the floor and the security and the police. It was fun.
What room was that?
It was just 100 years ago at Hard Rock.
Oh, Hard Rock.
Yeah. So the SPD, the Seminole Police, were actually chasing him around in the slot machines for a little while. It was a whole ordeal.
Okay, let's talk about players' mistakes, like the most common mistakes you see at the table.
Oh, the most common mistake?
Common mistakes that, like, it's a pet peeve that pisses you off, but you see it all the time.
Ross?
Let's go with Ross.
When you say pet peeve, like I have a lot of pet peeves, but they're not. I don't know if they're player mistakes as well.
You know what? Okay, let's
acting out of turn, like that kind of stuff. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Mistakes
I mean, yeah, not paying attention to the game. People on their phones, like if you're in a hand, like it's not that important. Like you don't need to keep doing what you're doing. Going out of turn and then like, I don't know, blatantly disrespecting like everyone at the table after you've done that. That kind of sucks. But
guy goes out of turn last time at TGT, 7 ahead of 6 players. And then he looks at the deal. He's like, oh, it's not my turn. Literally 6 people to act before him.
Yeah, I like to remind people that there's somebody on their right. And we already established that everybody was playing this hand. You should probably wait.
Sometimes it's like ignorance from the player, and the dealers are a little harsh with that. Like, you know that player has no clue what he's doing.
yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, it's fine. Like it's acceptable. But the people who you see 6 days a week that are just like going out of turn, if somebody's going slow or something like that, it's different. But if there's 4 players in the hand, you just decide to rip your stack in. Like we know you're going to go all in, especially when somebody's like short. They've already put most of their chips in, and they just go out of turn. It's like, we know what we're doing here. You know, it's obviously their turn first. Now you make it weird because when they do bet, you've already put your chips in, which now like you get to take your chips back. But like that's annoying. Like just do your job. Like you've done this before. If you've never played poker before and you don't know what you're doing, I'm gonna treat you with white gloves. You know, and it's okay. This is how this actually works. Buttons
we
over
can
here.
Actually spot those people as soon as they sit down.
For sure.
That was my next question. Do you know who the fish are and who the pro is right when they sit down? Because you guys have seen it all, basically 12, 13 years in the business.
I mean, sometimes it takes a minute, but most of the time, if you're definitely really new, we know it as soon as you get there. Actually, had a funny PLO story about that.
Let's hear it.
So I was dealing at Hard Rock 150 years ago, and it was a 1-2 PLO game, and the guy sits down, and he just looks out of place. So I say, excuse me, sir, do you understand this is pot limit Omaha? And he tells me to shut up. Shut up, dealer. I'm like, oh, all right, that's how this is going to go. Great.
Wow.
So about 3 hands in, he's jamming the pot. He's getting all of his chips working. Showdown at the river against 2 other people, and he says, I have quads. And it's an unpaired board. And I say, oh, good. He had 4 7s in his hand.
Oh, my God.
Yep. And, he was another one that really needed to buy a book about poker.
Ross, you were talking about pet peeves. Let's hear the main pet peeves that you have as a dealer and a player.
I mean, those are both. Yeah, not paying attention is definitely a big one. Let's see what I wrote down here.
Not paying attention as you being
like
dealer.
if it's your turn, it's your action. You're always on your phone. If I have to constantly like pat the table in front of you, especially if you have like headphones in, like people, if you're not going to pay attention and be on your phone, don't wear headphones. If you have both headphones in or like over the ear headphones and you're also on your phone, like why are you even here? Like clearly not having human interaction is fine. People are annoying. Like I've had to put in headphones, but you pay attention to the game.
Right.
At least don't do both. Here, let's see. I wrote a couple down. Immediately telling people what you folded. Like, just no one cares. Like, I looked into it. I did the research. Every single time, there's a few players, I'm not going to name names, but man, every time you have the most interesting hand that you could have folded. Like, I don't care. The person next to you, they don't care. It's just
talking about headphones and not you must I'm really pissed in this picture and I'm right next to you and I don't know why. You remember this? I don't even remember this.
First of all, I actually do remember this. This was so early in the morning. This was 11 a.m. in the 1700, I believe.
Okay.
Where was this?
Hard Rock.
Hard Rock.
Oh.
I think we were playing like 4 or 5 handed. I actually do remember this.
And I mean, your style, I gotta
Rock.
give you credit. Like your style of play, it's always like having fun and like you give that image that you're wild, but at the same time you're not that crazy. Like you're playing good cards and
depending on
you get everybody off their game. I'm gonna say your style is kind of similar to Caldo. Is you're very personable, talking to everybody, laughing, talking to everyone, but at the same time, your decisions are quick. You're making quick decisions, but at the same time, you can take somebody's whole stack and they don't know what happened. And that's why I looked like this, because you know what? Back then, I used to be the guy with headphones and not talk to anyone at the table. The last few months, I tried something different. Like I'm socializing more, and it's actually working.
Yeah, for sure.
You're like having more fun, honestly. And I used to be anti having fun. I used to be all business. Having fun at the table, honestly, it's bringing me better results. Talking to everyone, but when you're in a hand, you're in a hand. So
yeah, for sure. No, that's different.
Right.
Being it's a social game. I mean, you're with 9 people. Most of the time you like generally know people at the table. Have fun. You don't have to be a crazy person to have a drink like I do every time. And just there's a Bud Light, or excuse me, a Mick Ultra behind that stack.
How did you even see that? I just saw it now. Yeah.
I was talking about drinking and playing. I'm drinking most of the time I'm playing, even when it gets like serious, because again, it's beer. We're just having a good time. How do I not wear a hat that day? Unbelievable. My wife gave me crap about that.
You know what? I mean, let's talk about this win. Was insane. You won what, like 200 something K?
No, I think it was like 132. Me and Diego chopped it up.
Right, that was sick run.
Yeah, that was a whirlwind.
That was the main event, Hard Rock. When did that? Was that the signature series? Oh, Winter Poker Open.
Oh, Winter Poker Open, yeah.
Winter Poker.
I think that was one day like delayed too, because it was in end of January, beginning of like February, I think.
So it was beginning. What a way to start the year.
Yeah, it was nuts. I was playing a lot more back then. That was a good time. Some good players in there too.
You look dialed in here.
Look at that guy.
I think this is final table because this might be Diego with that huge stack.
Yeah, it's Diego. He had heaps of chips. That was one of the, again, we came back for day 3 4-handed, and it went so fast. Me and another guy had like 9 bigs. The other guy doubled the first hand, and then, which is a nightmare for me being short. And then somehow in 30 minutes, I knocked out the guy who doubled the first hand and Jake Farrow, and then we were heads up and like made a deal. It was the fastest thing ever, especially for the amount of money we were playing for. It was really quick.
Shout out to Diego, by the way. He's a very solid player. It was fast because both of you are super aggressive. Like you're not gonna knit it up and play a short stack game, especially you. I know it's 7, 8 big blinds. You're just going for it. Shout out to James Kerr and Frank Weigel in this picture. That's a nice picture.
I think that was the same day you were angry in that previous photo.
Yeah. That was the winner's picture. You got Diego, you, Javi, one of the traveling
Yeah,
dealers.
truck dealers, yeah. They were good too. There was a bunch of them.
Okay. Yeah, that was a sick win for sure. Carlos, did you grind at all before dealing? Was there a dream to become like a professional grinder or no?
When I was in the bar business in Birmingham before my divorce, I played poker a lot. And then I got into the gambling business, and all of a sudden I didn't really feel like playing poker 8 hours a day anymore. I don't know why.
When you're around it so much, like you guys dealing the whole time, you don't want to be in a poker room. Being in a poker room is really like high pressure, kind of like playing, even dealing. There's so much going on at the same time. Like sometimes when I take a day or two off, I come back and I'm a much better player than playing every single day.
Yeah, I just now I don't have the time, but I just lost my patience for it most of the time.
You have your cake business too, right? We can plug it in here.
Mostly, I'm just kind of doing private thing, like personal orders for people.
Right.
Kind of taking a break from the whole trying to make a business out of it for the time being. I need to work out some other things in my life. But yeah, I cook.
Very well. He brings like cookies and stuff into work. Are phenomenal, by the way. Don't say you just cook. It is really good.
Yeah, you know what? We were eating steak, me and Tasha, yesterday, and we mentioned you because I asked you once about what's the best cut of steak. I think you told me something about like ribeye or something, but your name was mentioned. Something else we got to mention. This has to be mentioned. The foot thing. Every picture has a foot. Is that like a signature? Like, is it a fetish? What's going on there?
It's almost a fetish. No, I when I first started on that Instagram account that has all the foot pictures on it, I was the person that asked me to set it up.
That's the one I saw
told me
too.
to start it with a selfie, and so I took a picture of my foot. And she said, "That's not a selfie." I said, "Oh no, that's me taking a picture of me. That's definitely a selfie. That's more of a selfie than you and your 5 friends when you're in a picture." So that's kind of how it started, and I just kind of ran with it because, you know.
Man, people with foot accounts on Instagram, they make a lot of money. If you're a female,
you can sell this to
a ton right now.
I've had a lot of people tell me through the years that I should be marketing this better.
Wrong website. You're on it's not Facebook.
Yeah, it's Instagram.
Yeah, it's just really creepy, and never really wanted to do that. So it's something I try to push out of my mind, that people might be privately enjoying themselves through pictures of my toes.
You would know on Instagram. You would get a lot. You might be making money right now.
Yeah, I should probably do that, actually.
What do you guys think about the Tampa poker scene in general? And since you deal at TGT, the TGT scene, and what JD is, shout out to JD, by the way. If JD, if you're watching, you can come on. And I want to ask who the guy is in that ad. There was a guy wearing green.
I'm not sure I saw him too. I was actually at the bar when he was filming it. We have poker tables in there too. And I go, who is that guy? And then they started recording. I go, oh. And then it immediately popped up on my Facebook and I think Instagram too. So I'm not sure. I don't know if it's somebody he contacted to like make the commercials and stuff, but
yeah, it's a nice little commercial.
Yeah.
Here we can share it.
I definitely haven't seen it personally.
He just posted it like a couple days ago.
It was last week, I think.
Yeah, JD, we're not gonna charge you for this ad, by the way.
Because I'd rather play Mortal Kombat anyway. Hey, I'm all about my Johnny Cage. If you're not bringing power, I suggest you start to walk away. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I can tell you kinda got uncomfortable. So let me break it down for you. Don't call me, don't text me after 2 a.m.
That's JD in the background.
I was gonna say that's him at the bar. I did not know there was a song to that. I didn't
Yeah,
notice
and
that.
he posted another one too.
Oh, this is the one. So,
Who is this guy? You guys know him?
no clue.
No idea.
I don't know if he contacted somebody to help make it, but I've never, until then, I've seen it. I'm almost certain it was Tuesday.
Man, he made quads. Wow. I think this is JD dealing too.
It is, yeah.
He just tabled his hand like no poker player has ever tabled their hand.
The way he tabled it?
Oh yeah, nobody's ever done that in real life.
These are my cards.
Yes, I mean little ads like that, anything to get attention on the account and grow that TGT account, because he should have more followers on there. Yeah, but I mean little effort. When somebody puts an effort, players see it and appreciate it.
No, JD definitely does a good job with that, especially with the tournaments. He's stepped up the game, basically like
100%.
slapped the other rooms with a white glove.
Yeah, he puts a lot of effort into all the tournament series, doing a bunch of new stuff. It's great. The poker scene in Tampa is getting better, and he's, again, doing his best that he can. But then you go to like Hollywood, and you see how they run theirs compared to like Tampa Hard Rock, and it's just significantly better. But it's getting a lot better for sure. Again, JD's put in the most work with all these series and mixed games and the heads-up tournament and all that stuff. Makes me want to go play them too. But unfortunately, I work there. But they split them up at Selks for some of the series too. But it's gotten significantly better for sure.
Yeah, and when players see an effort, they show up, and his turnouts keep getting better and better. Kind of like what Hollywood did. We keep saying it. Hollywood did that stop. It keeps growing every time. Compared to Hard Rock, we got 5 events. Compared to Hollywood, they get like 70 events every stop. It's insane.
Every guarantee's smoke. They put up like 1 million guarantees, and it's like a placeholder. They double it almost every time down there. It's crazy. I mean, there's a lot more money down there too, but
there is a lot more money, which is weird. Like Tampa has a lot of money, but
for sure, yeah.
The big question is, who's the bigger sucker dealer between two of you? This is ChatGPT, by the way. I don't know how ChatGPT has a mind of its own. It's insane. I was watching a video of a girl things like since when you order a computer to do something and it actually rejects it. The girl asked ChatGPT to bark for 10 minutes, and ChatGPT is like, that takes a lot of time. Like the computer's saying it takes a lot of time, and then and the girl is arguing with ChatGPT like you argue with a boyfriend, like somebody you've been with for a long time. It's really funny as hell. She told it to read its code, and she's gonna like redesign the code. He's like, we're not gonna. I can tell you what I'm about, but I'm not gonna tell you my code or something. It's insane. For the first time, you give a computer an instruction or a software, and it says no.
Terminator's coming. We're all in trouble.
I think we should start worrying. Like I thought Elon Musk was like being a little dramatic with the AI, but I think we're getting there very.
We
quickly.
made movies on how to avoid this, and somehow we're just barreling down that. Whoa, that was huge. The comment just popped up on my screen.
Yeah, what was that?
That's Robert. You know how JD asked for suggestions for the tournaments, like he wanted something new with the tournaments, and I think they went with JD's. With Robert's suggestion. I think it was something called Hunter K tournament. I can pull it up here. It's actually a nice concept. He said he just got off with JD, and
I know you had a suggestion in there, Carl. Where did yours finish?
It didn't do well. My suggestion was
like the surge.
A surge, where the blinds like double or triple at a certain time.
Interesting concept,
yeah, but it didn't get that many votes.
Oh, for just like 2 minutes during the middle of a random blind level, you mean?
Yeah, like at random, they announce it over the phone that the next blind level is going to be triple, for example, and then players will be you'll be going after the blinds
promotes
because it's going
aggression.
to be a big chunk of your stack.
I like that. There's some
Well,
elements.
I like that idea, but I always like all in or fold tournaments. Always thought those were fun.
They don't. Isn't it like shootout or something?
No, it's basically just they changed the game of no limit to you have two options when it's your turn: all in or fold.
They
I've
have
seen
a
those.
name. They have it. They have a tournament like that in the series. I think the World Series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know they've run them. Derby ran one a few years ago. They're fun to deal. I don't know about playing them, but they're fun to deal.
It's a fun tournament. It's a fun concept for sure.
There you go.
That's his winning idea. The Hunter K Championship. Freeze out was second. I don't know what the attraction with the freeze out. It's like it's concept.
It's for nits, Carl. It's for nits. People who don't want bigger prize pool.
Right.
What was your suck when you said suck a dealer? I thought of your Anthony guy, Martino. It's for them. That's what
Yeah,
freeze is for. They don't like
he
big
uses
prize
it a
pools.
lot for
Yeah,
sure.
no kidding.
Yeah, him and George.
I'm looking for the Hunter K breakdown.
I think it was in the comments on one of them.
Yeah, it's in the comments. You're right.
I feel like that one had to do with the bounties.
Yeah, it was something with the final table bounties, and then it's like a T-shirt or something for the final table too. I read them.
I feel like you could give any tournament a T-shirt if you really applied yourself.
Hey, people were excited about those tumblers we gave away. Those were pretty legit.
It's back. They have a good. He put a point system today. JD put a point system for a free roll, like $1,000 free roll.
Nice. With the
And
tournaments?
Yeah, and he's giving away the tumbler again.
That's awesome. Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, I can't find the Hunter K breakdown.
Yeah, one of the worst promotions I've ever seen in a poker room was free roll. It was an entire month of free roll tournaments. We won't mention the room, but I worked the first one and was like, nope, taking the rest of these off. Not going to do this again.
How did they? Where did they get the money from?
Just from the
Jackpot probably.
I would say the promo fund, but honestly, I don't remember. It was 100 years ago. But yeah, we had a line approximately a quarter mile long an hour before sign up started. People thought that they were going to win 200,000, not that it was 200,000 in prize pool for all of the free rolls for the whole month.
Damn, they gave away 200,000 in free rolls. That's insane.
It was something stupid. I'm just spitballing the number. Like I said, it was 100 years ago. The details are a little fuzzy, but like I said, I worked the first one and then chose not to work any of the rest of them.
Next question is how to handle players who are rude or blame the dealer for their bad beats.
I think we've all been hit with cards, but that's like a high roller type thing where he's going to get away with that. The dealer was looking to the floor. In poker, we're a little more protected. We have like an actual floor we can call. There's people who don't get quite as upset. That's one of the reasons I like poker more than like dealing table games. We do have table games, so you deal with some of that. But generally, there's people who will blame you, but they're generally mad at the other player. You played bad, or I got unlucky. There's a lot of people who will have an unlucky dealer. I am that person for quite a few people. But
that's funny that you say that. I will tell people a few different things. One, sir, there is only one person that's required to be at this table.
I've used that.
You are allowed to be elsewhere. And then I'll tell people that I don't mind if they blame me if they lose, as long as they blame me when they win, too.
That'll give you a longer leash for sure. If you're a really good tipper and your dog cussing me out, but you're going to throw me a quarter when you win a big pot, you get a longer leash. It shouldn't be that way, but 100% is. If you're throwing me a red bird every time and you're just like, you are the fucking worst. I can't stand you. You're the worst. And then you hook it up at the end of the hand, you're making good points. I am the worst today. That's crazy. I can't believe that.
You know, and I can't think of a business in this world that isn't like that.
Yeah, you put up with a little
Agree.
more, the better they are.
People are just self-interested. That's the thing.
For sure.
But yeah, I've had people threaten to fight me. I've had 3 people throw things at me, and you know, you just call the floor. After a while, you learn how not to get angry at anything, and you just call the floor. Like, I can't remember the last time I was actually angry at a poker table.
Do you think players treat you different if they know you're a player too, or no?
I've
Yeah,
seen
for
it.
Like
They
in
definitely
Ross's
do.
case, yeah.
For sure. There was a time period where they were considering like letting us play in your own room. I think it was voted on in like Florida, and they decided on that. And I had mixed opinions on it. Like, obviously, I'm a friendly person. I think a lot of players are like spiteful. Like, obviously, I've played with you several times. I've dealt to you several times, and it's not like a big ta-da about it. But if they know you like understand the game, what you're doing, I mean, yeah, they'll treat you a little different. I think it's better for me because, again, I'll play like when I play PLO and stuff. One of the private games that we run, all the guys who come in, I've played with before. I played a 4K pot with Murphy, one of our regulars who comes in before I got to work, and then the next day I was dealing to him. And again, he treats me better about it sometimes because I've dumped money to him, but I'm a fun person to play with. So you have a little bit of both. There's not too many that like, hey, I felted you the other day and like got upset with you. Now, if you're like an angry person and like made fun of them when you like stack them, yeah, I could see that negatively affecting you. But for me, it's been a better experience. So it's been helpful.
Talking about sucker dealers earlier, that's a crazy story I witnessed at Hard Rock. That's how they banned. I think his last name is Chen or Chen. It was at Hard Rock. He loses a big pot. He always used to get worked up, and he hit the dealer on the back of the neck, and the dealer did not like it at all. I was there. It was like, I'm gonna say on a scale of 1 to 10, it was like a 6 force-wise, like how much effort he put in the.
But
I mean,
put your hands on somebody.
Exactly, touching a dealer's shoulder is something, but hitting them on the neck, like, and the dealer was stunned. Like he was like he was a small guy. He went to the supervisor. I remember the supervisor was. It wasn't Gary. It was somebody else.
I think it was Stan.
It wasn't Stan.
No, I remember that happening.
Stan was there, and but the dealer, I remember him. Dark skin. I forgot his name. He used to be dealer, and then he went supervisor. I don't think he's there anymore.
No,
Carlos, I know you know him for sure.
I'm trying to remember who that was, and if you asked me yesterday, I probably could have told you. But Chen had a few incidences leading up to that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just that. Like, that was just the straw that broke the camel.
True. I think the ruling was a little bit harsh for a lifetime ban. Maybe a month or 2 ban. I mean,
that's the thing. He's not malicious. There was no malicious intent behind what he did. So
well said.
I agree with it being an overreaction, but the reaction was more so to the incidents that were prior to that.
Yeah, like you said, there was multiple offenses before the final ruling. I don't even see him at Derby anymore. He used to come play Derby all the time.
Yeah, I can't put a name to a face to the name.
Ross, you 100% know.
I'm sure. I'm sure if I saw him, I know him.
He's a
Chinese
CPA.
glasses, falls asleep at the table a lot.
Falls asleep at the table all the time. I don't know why. If he like plays at night or something.
I want to say you just described like 30 people that play Hard Rock.
Yeah,
but that's.
But
I actually do think I know more.
He's actually a really nice guy. He likes to sing at the table in a low voice in Chinese.
Yeah,
like his songs.
I thought I had somebody. It's definitely not.
He's nice. I've never had a bad interaction with him. He just gets worked up like when he loses a hand, and that was. I mean, Tasha said, like, what if it was her dealing or a female dealing?
For sure, yeah.
I don't know if he would have done that if it was a girl dealing.
No, he probably wouldn't.
I don't think so.
No, like I said, there was no malicious intention on his part. He is a really nice guy, but he had previous incidences, so that one was just the final straw.
That's right. We had to mention him just because we said the sucker dealer.
He's such a great, yeah. He's fun to have at the table though, and you're either the worst dealer or you're the best dealer ever.
If you're
And if you-
if you deal him good cards, he's gonna smile at you, but he won't say that you're a good dealer. But if he gets a suck out while you're dealing, you're a suck dealer. He never said suck a dealer. It's suck dealer.